You know, there are a lot of people out there who support the Second Amendment, and sometimes in small ways, sometimes in big ways. Now, here's one of the ladies that does it. It's in a small way, but she's reached a lot of people. Her name's Lori Anderson. She works for the Resurrect the Republic RTR Truth Radio broadcast. And she put this out today. She posted it on Google, and I'm going to put it up here because it's very important. You know, what gets me about the Second Amendment, you've got these big channels out there, and they're not putting much out about the Second Amendment. You know, they've got a big following, you know, and all these people are following this gun channel, so on and so forth, and they're not putting forth anything. They're like fair weather Second Amendment people. They're not putting out any information. None. I don't see much about the upcoming April 14th. Everybody goes to their state capitol to protest. This is really bugging me. And these people will say, oh yeah, I'm an oath keeper, I'm this and I'm that. Prove it. You're not showing me shit. I wanted to put this up here because this is very important. I'm glad that she put this up. The Second Amendment of the Constitution of the United States of America. You notice the text is signed at the top. A well-regulated militia, being necessary to the security of a free state, the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. A free people ought not only to be armed and disciplined, but they should have sufficient arms and ammunition to maintain a status of independence from any who might attempt to abuse them, which include their own government. George Washington. Oh, okay. I read that last part kind of wrong. Because I had to stop and catch myself. A free people not only be armed and disciplined, but they should have sufficient arms and ammunition to maintain a status of independence from any who might attempt to abuse them, which would include their own government. I'm going to put this on here, people, for a while. I want everybody to see this and to know where we stand. And when you got Democrats or Republicans, anybody who is trampling on your rights should be executed. They took an oath, and by God, we're gonna hold them to that oath. They think they're all safe and everything. Nobody is safe in this world. But you got a chance. Do your duty up there, people. Protect the rights of the American people. Every single right in there. In fact, we don't even need the Constitution to have these rights. They are God-given natural rights. But they put those rights in there because the government was supposed to protect those rights. And they're going against the Constitution. They've already changed, like you have to have a warrant for their arrest. Well, they changed that. Supreme Court, well, we got this no-knock warrant. Well, bullshit. That's not what the Constitution says. Quit trying to skirt the Constitution. If you people in the Supreme Court aren't going to do your job, go outside and hang yourself. Save us the trouble. The Second Amendment to the Constitution of the United States of America. A well-regulated militia being necessary to the security of a free state, and we want to keep that security. We're not going to let you people stand in our way. The right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. A free people ought not only be armed to discipline, but they should have sufficient arms and ammunition to maintain a status of independence from any who might attempt to abuse them, which would include their own government. George Washington. Now, I thought I was done making videos for today, but just too important. There's a lot of unsung heroes out there, like this Laurie Anderson, and there's a lot of people, because they're Americans. They're real red-blooded Americans. They're not wishy-washy. None at all. They are worried about our United States keeping it whole, keeping it safe, and bringing back justice. We got a lot of people who skirt justice, like the Clintons and Comeys and all those kind of people up there. Their day's coming. One way or another. Whether this Department of Justice does anything, or it's going to happen one way or the other. But this thing about these firearm laws, it's unconstitutional for them people to pass these things. They're not worried about the drugs that cause all the problems, which is the root of the problem, is the drugs, making people crazy, making them territorial over their turf. Look at Chicago, and that's what you have. It's not the guns doing the problem, it's the drugs. Well, enough of this for today. My God, I'm up to 7 minutes. I better end this. Thanks for watching.